Next on Worcester News Tonight, day 4 into the investigation, we're learning chilling new details in the death of Vanessa Marcotte, plus a new building for students at Clark University, how it will help benefit their future. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. We begin tonight in Princeton, where investigators continue to work around the clock trying to find the man who killed Vanessa Marcotte. The 27-year-old woman was found dead Sunday, a half-mile from her mother's home. New details were released today in the investigation. Our Catherine Andrioli has the latest.
Days of searching and still no answers as to who killed 27-year-old Vanessa Marcotte.
They're getting better. They're probably on the edge about everything, They don't know what's going on.
Dozens of crews spent Thursday searching the area of Brooks Station Road in Princeton. This is where her body was found on Sunday. Worcester County District Attorney Joseph Early Jr. released new details as detectives entered day 4 of the investigation.
We believe that there was a struggle between Vanessa and her killer that may have resulted in her killer receiving injuries, and her assailant we know was a man.
Evidence led investigators to believe there was a struggle between Marcotte and her killer, as they narrowed down the timeline of her death between 1 and 3 p.m.
Evidence and information that we have in this case, again, leads us to believe that there was a struggle between Vanessa and her assailant that led to scratches, cuts, scrapes, and/or bruises.
Employees of the Mountain Barn restaurant said Marcotte's family came in looking for her on Sunday after her cell phone pinged a tower next door. The town remains on high alert as the investigation continues, with residents all hoping for some answers.
Maybe we'll never know. I don't want that.
Investigators are asking the public to be on the lookout for a male who may have had fresh scratches on his body earlier this week. State police have set up a tip line. They've received more than 300 tips, but are still asking for the public's help. Anyone with information is asked to call 508-453-7589. I'm Catherine Andrioli, Worcester News Tonight.
Thank you, Catherine. Following the murder of Vanessa Marcotte, the fear of being attacked is growing amid runners. But as Abby Nisgoda shows us, some runners are changing their routines and using technology to stay safe.
Lacing up on her lunch break.
I try and run every day.
For Natasha Spears, the midday miles have become routine.
I love it. It's so relaxing and it's great in the middle of the day to de-stress.
But now the relaxing run isn't coming without some fear.
It's hard to feel safe, when you just you don't expect or know what's going to happen.
Like what happened to 2 women, one in New York, one here in Massachusetts, both of them murdered while jogging.
It's a scary thing to think about that you can't even be safe, enjoying a 1 mile, 5 mile run.
It's why she and other runners are finding themselves changing their routes and their routines.
The last thing I do is if I'm running at night, I don't listen to any music.
My mom likes to run too, so maybe when I come next, I'll have her come with me.
Letting people know where I am, maybe a little more often.
And instead of just letting them know you're headed out for a run here, you can actually invite them to follow your run on their phone. There are several apps that let them track every step you take. All you have to do is press go.
Start workout.
And it knows exactly where you are, and it does help.
From Map My Run to Boston-based Runkeeper, marathoner Tom O'Keefe says a lot of the apps out there that track your pace come with an added safety bonus to let your friends and family follow you.
Who's ever at home or even not at home, can see exactly every step you are, and if actually all of a sudden you stop and there's no movement, they can notice.
It's a conversation about safety runners say they have to have right now, but a fear that won't keep them from getting out there.
I'm going to continue running. I'm going to continue enjoying the city, enjoying my lunch breaks, enjoying, after work, and, just being able to feel good. It's not going to keep me inside.
In Boston, Abby Nisgoda and
Worcester police are working to identify a suspect involved in a stabbing on Cutler Street. A 54-year-old male victim told police the stabbing happened around 12:30 Wednesday morning. Police say he was with his adult son and 2 other females when a group of 10 to 15 men confronted him. Words were exchanged and a fight quickly escalated. Police say the victim was stabbed in his stomach. The The suspect is described as a Hispanic male in his early 20s, approximately 5'7", thin build, and hair in a ponytail. Anyone with any information is asked to contact Worcester Police. After brief rain showers earlier this week, the hot weather has returned to central Mass, which is causing the current drought to reach historic levels. Our Andy Madison has a look at how people are dealing with the heat.
Hot, sticky, uncomfortable. Across central Massachusetts, it definitely felt like the dog days of summer.
It's hot, hotter than I'm used to, but I just come out here for half an hour, go back to my office building and cool down.
Extreme heat prompting a heat advisory starting at noon. The heat also making drought conditions worse. Those who had to be outside for a long time urged to take breaks and drink plenty of water. Sweating is common on a day like today, and also a key indicator if the sun is causing a person heat stroke or heat exhaustion.
If somebody is sweating and then all of a sudden they're no longer able to sweat, their body is not compensating for the rapid increase in temperature.
Silverman says it's also important to check on the elderly when it's really warm out. Worcester's Senior Center is considered one of the city's cooling centers. Today it was packed with at least 80 people, including the staff, making it a popular place to be this afternoon.
It's as cool as can be. It's 72 degrees and everybody's enjoying it and they're all well hydrated and everything. It's working out well.
Andy Madison, Worcester News Tonight.
Dozens gathered tonight in Grafton for a planning forum about a busy street that's long been a concern for motorists in the area. Residents say Worcester Street has caused many headaches over the years. It's the town's main road where routes 122 and 140 are conjoined. There has been heavy traffic during peak commuting hours and especially on the weekends. Town officials say more accidents have occurred on this road than average. Residents also say the road is not pedestrian friendly with incomplete and missing sidewalks. Traffic has increased in the past 10 years as Grafton and surrounding towns have grown. Tonight's meeting was the first of several where valuable information was given by residents and business owners.
Ease the traffic. There's no proposed plans. We're just trying to get basic level of understanding from residents and business owners in the area where we need to do improvements, where they think it's very unsafe, come up with different ideas, because to develop plans going forward, we need their input and we want to engage them up front.
Worcester Street is a state road eligible for state funds, but the town is responsible for engineering costs. Officials hope for the road to be fixed in 6 or 7 years. A Canal District bar that was the site of a huge brawl outside its doors has agreed to temporary restrictions on its liquor license. According to the Telegram, Mambo Drinks proposed the temporary restrictions in a letter to the city. The Water Street Bar agreed to host only age 21 and over events and have at least 2 police officers present. The temporary restriction comes on the heels of a fight involving 100 people in the early morning hours of August 1st. The state is investigating a Worcester hospital. St. Vincent Hospital is facing scrutiny following a surgery involving an alleged misdiagnosis. Tonight, we're hearing more from the hospital. Our Brittany Schaefer has the details.
That's a serious operation.
The Department of Public Health is investigating St. Vincent Hospital following an allegation of a surgeon removing a kidney from a patient who did not need the operation.
If you go to the hospital, you expect to be taken care of, and what you need to have done be done. To have a major organ that does major work in your body removed is scary.
It's very shocking, you know what I mean? That's a hospital. They're supposed to be more professional.
A hospital source tells us the surgeon in question is not at the hospital often.
They should double check that.
I really wouldn't know who else to blame but the hospital. They actually have full responsibility.
St. Vincent Hospital released a statement saying, quote, "This is a deeply unfortunate situation involving a patient misidentification that took place outside of our hospital and did not involve our employees."
They all work together, so there's lack of communication.
Worcester residents who have been patients at the hospital say the staff is great, but this mistake might make them second guess where they go for treatment.
I've been to St. Vincent's Hospital, not for surgery, but just there, and it makes you question, would I want to be sent to St. Vincent's again?
Absolutely not. I will never go to St. Vincent's.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
A local college cuts the ribbon on a brand new building today. Clark University opened their Alumni and Student Engagement Center Thursday. The facility will house the college's liberal education and effective practice learning model. The school says it will help students work directly with faculty and alumni. Clark University President David Angel says it will benefit the students and the surrounding neighborhood.
So that means giving students the opportunity to take their education beyond the classroom, out into the neighborhood, out into the city, and learn how to make a difference in the world. And this building really is one of the platforms that allows us to pull that apart.
Clark's first day of classes are August 20th.